Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV Live. I'm your host, Peter Lee. With me today, as always, is that guy that makes all of this possible. He's a director, producer, lighting guy, my very own personal leprechaun who grants all my wishes. It's my husband, Phil Watermer.
And good afternoon, good morning, good evening from a 71-degree southern New Jersey for a change. I'm working on a technical problem with chat, so we'll see.
Yeah, so bear with us. But we're still here broadcasting, hopefully. I think that we're going to need a cocktail, so let's make one. Today, we're going to be making our grapefruit and rose martini. Now, we've done this recently a couple times, but it's such a beautiful day out and it's spring-like, so I want a taste of spring, and what better than this? We're going to start with, actually, this should be in here. What am I thinking? My newest favorite thing is this grapefruit and rose vodka by Kettle One. I just love it. They have two other great flavors that are equally amazing. So what you see here is for one drink, I'll be making two. So I'll need 4 ounces or 120 mils of this vodka. Now you may think the rose would be overpowering or a little strange. It's not. It's in the background and it pairs so well with the grapefruit. It's just delicious. Now the recipe calls for Cointreau, half an ounce for one drink, so 2 ounces would be 30 mils. I don't have that, but I have Grand Gala, which is just as good. So, 1 ounce, 30 mils.
Oh, so which video am I looking at?
And then, ruby red grapefruit juice, 2 ounces or 60 mils. Now, this is what I use, 100% juice, no sugar added. It still has plenty of sugar on its own, but definitely 100% grapefruit juice. 2 ounces. All right, we know it's coming up. We know it, right? Say it with me, it's time for shaky shaky. Here we go. Ooh, all right. Maybe. There we go. Into some chilled cocktail glasses. Now, I know some of you out there say, it's not a martini, it's a cocktail, but I like calling it a martini. I'm gonna double strain this. Now, last few weeks, I have not been getting the pours equal, so see if I can get it right today. Oh, pretty close. Yeah. Now how are we going to garnish this? How about with a supreme of beautiful ruby red grapefruit? Right in. Kind of floats. You could, I suppose, do that. But why not? Just plunk it right in. Can you come over or should I deliver?
I'll come over.
Okay.
I'm not sure if chat's working. It's YouTube's API is being very stupid today.
Silly old YouTubery. All right, cheers. That's good.
As I dropped it on the floor.
Oh, well, you have another one in there, but that's okay. Even if you don't like grapefruit because it's too strong, too sour, too bitter, this is remarkable. You get that. It's all grapefruit. It's a little sweet, a little sour, and then the finish, you get the rose in the back of your palate. And it's like smelling a fresh rose. It's really good. All right, let me pick this up before I step on it and slip. Okay. Besides the problem with chat, do you have any PSAs or anything like that?
Not at the moment.
So going straight to me? All right. Then, let's clear this out of the way. Today is all about sheet pan dinners. Well, sheet pan dinners started becoming a big thing, I think, around in the 80s or early 90s. And the whole thing about today is sheet pan dinners, what works and what goes wrong. So what works for sheet pan dinners? The whole idea is that
It's working on Facebook and not YouTube, so the problem is definitely YouTube today.
And last couple weeks, it was Facebook. Okay, you want to take down the recipe? There we are. Anyway, the whole idea behind a sheet pan dinner is that it's quick and easy, one pan wonder, one pan meal, not a lot of cleanup afterwards, which is great. And you know, it's not just dinner. You can do any type of meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, desserts even. And there are some common things that people make as a sheet pan meal. Pizza was number one. Any type of seafood, salmon, shrimp, whatever. Chicken is probably the most popular thing. And in fact, I'm going to be doing 2 chicken dishes and a shrimp dish today. Hopefully we'll get all this done. But you can use sheet pan cooking for any cuisine, really. Asian, Mediterranean, French, Italian, and much, much more. And one of the great things is it's a way to take the same boring old recipes and do them a little differently. Jazz it up. And we've talked about that over the past few weeks, how to jazz things up. Where'd I go?
Sorry.
Oh, it's going to be one of those days, huh?
I'm trying another emergency back door to see if it works.
Okay. Well, if we disappear off air,
I'll just be tap dancing in the back.
mid show, you'll know why, and
Blame me.
yeah. Okay, so let's get some cooking. We have a lot to cover today. Move this out of the way, but not too far out of the way. Let's talk. No, let's save that. We're going to start with something called Greek sheet pan chicken. Now, this is a recipe I found online. It sounds delicious. We've done some Greek Mediterranean things lately, and it's one of my favorite flavor profiles out there. So the first we're going to start to do is we need to make a dressing. So I have a nice bowl here.
Yay.
What?
I fixed it.
Oh, yay! That's my bear. I knew you could.
Well, at least I'm showing the number of people on, so
Okay,
we'll
all right.
find out in a second.
All right. We need the juice of 2 lemons. And these are those wonderful seedless lemons that I get. If you can get them, do. They are brilliant. And it's not some GMO thing. It's just actual type of lemon.
Yes, it is now working.
Oh, good.
Whew.
Phew. So who's all here?
Hold on. The problem is because I restarted the chat with a different program. Oh, yes, I can go. Hold on.
Okay.
So we have, no, I can't show you that. I can only show you from this point on because the previous ones aren't available to me.
So then everyone will just have to say,
That's
hi,
it.
I'm from blah, 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 blah.
All right, yeah, it's definitely working. Everyone who's new coming back in.
Very good. Hi, Ben.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'm going to measure this because this says 1/4 cup or the juice of 2 large lemons. And 1/4 cup is 2 ounces. So where are we with this? Because yeah, look at that. These big lemons. There's our lemon juice. All right, we'll use you later. See, sometimes the eye just knows. All right, get rid of that.
Okay.
We're going to need some dry oregano. Where is my oregano? I had it. Were you moving things around on me, dear?
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm measuring out so much today. All right, about a teaspoon dried oregano. It says 1 to 2. I'm going to go with 1.
All right, so just looking, we've got Paul here.
Hi,
We've
Paul.
got Mark.
Hi, Ben. Hi,
We've
Mark.
got Janet.
Yay, hi, Janet.
R. Johns came in from Windermere, Florida.
Okay.
Let's see, we got Retirement's in.
Yay, happy retirement.
Bob's in.
We're gonna need some garlic. 1 big clove. And all I did was I did it on my rasp grater, so it's very finely minced. And that will just intensify the garlic flavor. Let's get that in. Salt and pepper, of course. I know I had the salt and pepper out. Oh. Right before we were broadcasting, I was sitting over there because I was like, I'm done. I've got everything in place. And clearly I don't. All right, salt.
Okay, so there's something that can go wrong with the sheet pan dinner. Oh, yes. And there's Velveteen Lounge is still
Hi,
here.
guys.
Yay.
Kelly and Paul. Paul and Kelly. So both of our Paulies are in. Maybe we'll see Jack and Paul too. Some extra virgin olive oil. This says 3/4 cup. Just gonna whiskey. I'll eyeball it, and I will supplement with regular olive oil if I need to. But let's see. Come on.
Since I was so tied up with fixing that, what sheet tray meal are you creating?
The Greek sheet pan chicken. And this is not following this recipe quite exactly, but pretty close.
Ah, Suzanne must be vacationing.
Oh, hi Suzanne. Oh, enjoy Colorado. 65 and sunny, yeah.
I don't see Hank in. He's probably going to tell us it's 100 out there.
Yeah. He may have been in and maybe, I don't know. All right, so that's our dressing. Now let's talk about sheet pan. Now normally, you do this on a great big one. Clearly I can't fit a big one on this in this little bitty oven, so I'm going to be using my little baby sheet pans here. So I'm cutting down some of the proportions for this. We're going to need some onions. This is 1 large red onion that I just sliced up. I'm not going to use all of it, just a good amount. We're just going to scatter it about. All right, that's a good amount. In this bowl, I have an orange bell pepper that I cut up into pretty big chunks, like 1/2-inch slices.
I got a question from the Facebook side, which I can't post.
Okay.
It just says, do sheet pan dinners actually save any time?
They can, and we're going to get to that. But you have to be careful, because sometimes they don't. But that's coming. I have some tomatoes, some cherry tomatoes. We're going to scatter in. And then I have some zucchini that I cut into pretty big pieces, about a 1/2-inch thick or so.
And Andrea's in.
Hi, Andrea. We're going to take some of this dressing.
Now Ben wants a spicy chicken Greek salad. I'm sure they don't have that at Wendy's.
I'm going to drizzle this on some of this veg here. And we're going to toss it about. Now, if I weren't on TV, I would be using my hands. But since I'm on TV, and someone will yell at me down the road.
So if overcrowding is the scourge of...
Don't get ahead of me.
Okay.
Walk with me on this journey, Philip. Okay. Now, that's our veggies ready. Looking pretty good. Can you flip over? There we go. That looks pretty right? Colorful, bright, happy. Let's talk chicken.
Talk?
Talk. I have a couple of on the bone with the skin chicken thighs that I've trimmed. Yes, dear?
No.
Why are you showing?
Oops. I meant to show you.
Here's
I'm
just-
so confused from a
you
little
are.
incident here.
My goodness. So, you know, the recipe calls for like 6 to 8 boneless chicken thighs, and I've made it that way.
Yep.
Well, and I also use my hands too, but here, Bob, I would also have to go off camera because you know you've been here. The sink is on the other side of the room. Anyway, I'm using these on the bone chicken thighs like that. Just the right amount for this little sheet pan. And we're going to put just a little bit more of this dressing on the chickie after I season it, actually. Give it a little salt and pepper. Oops, on both sides. But I'll tell you, this dressing smells so good.
Yeah, I can smell it all the way over here.
Yeah, using lemon instead of vinegar is very common in Greece and the Mediterranean area. The pepper. Which didn't we... Oh, I do too, Janet. And, you know, spring is here. The spring produce is coming. Well, it's not quite spring yet. Not for 12 more days, which... Hi, Keith! Might be someone's birthday. Right, I'm just nestling these down into...
And whose birthday would that be?
I don't know, dear. Someone's.
We could be camping, but then again, they're not predicting snow.
Yeah. A little bit of salt and pepper. We're not done yet. I got a little more surprises. I have a blend here that I got at the deli of various types of Greek olives. There's Kalamata and some other kind that I couldn't pronounce, and there's some herbs and spices. We're just going to sprinkle some of this in.
Yes, Cindy, you are correct. It is the week of Pete, and we will be driving up for the spring opener.
Spanky. Yeah, Cindy, we figured out Spanky was you all along. When you said, Phil taught me how to drink, and then later on we were like, wait a minute. And then finally some feta cheese. This is some beautiful feta that I bought. It's imported from Greece. It comes in brine. It's delicious. It's not the pre-crumbled kind that's all dry and tasteless. It's softer. The flavor is more intense, brighter. Now, feta doesn't melt. It's not a good melting cheese, but it will still add lots of extra flavor in here. So we're just going to scatter some of this about. Okay, fun, fun, fun. Man, yeah, it's one of my favorites. Now, my oven is at, what did you set at, 425?
400.
400, which is 200 Celsius. We're going to pop this in. This is going to take 35, 40 minutes probably, but we'll see. We'll check it as it goes. So into the oven. Time. Okay. That's that. Out of the way.
Mark says he puts feta cheese on everything.
Oh, I use it as much as I can too. I love it. Alrighty. So, let me clear it.
Oh, here we go.
A little mess here. What? I'm with Janet. A big mess of the veg is great with the roasted chicken and does add all the color. It does. And, you know, I always tell you all, the feast begins with the eyes. We eat with our eyes first. So when you see bright and colorful or a beautifully laid out table or a beautifully laid out plate, it makes you hungry and you're already devouring it. Doug and I had some marinated feta yesterday during wine tasting at Dewars in Napa. Oh, that sounds great, guys.
Doesn't
I wonder if others...
I was going to say, doesn't our Sharrett do marinated feta in the wine tasting bar?
I don't know. They have such good food and we just... Yeah.
Snarf it all up.
We do. We do. Okay, so that's Greek chicken. Now, so let's talk about, as Phil started to hint, what can go wrong with a sheet pan dinner. I mean, that was simple. You just threw the crap on, you bung it in the oven, and there you go. You're done. Not so fast. I'm going to show you something. So, before I made anything and really looked at recipes closely, I went, I can do a sheet pan dinner. Here's what we have. Now, meh, looks okay. But it's all very one-note color. So what's in here? Some onions, some potatoes. I threw in a couple tomatoes, some Italian seasoning, salt and pepper, and a little bit of olive oil and the chicken thighs. And then I also seasoned with salt and pepper. And then I just threw it in the oven. But a couple things went wrong here. I didn't have the oven at a high enough temperature. So while it was enough, it was at 375, that's enough to cook most everything. Like the chicken's cooked, the tomatoes are cooked, they can be more. Potatoes, they're still kind of hard. They could use, yeah. I mean, they're edible. And except for this one little bit right here, the onions have just kind of melted and stewed and disappeared and they're icky. So
the browning on that chicken don't look so hot.
Not right. So what happened here? The pan is overcrowded, first of all. The wineries here do a whipped feta. What winery? You've been talking about whipped feta since you guys came back from Greece a couple years ago. Which one? Anyway, you see there's all kinds of juice in there. Now, the flavors are good, but this could be better. The fire feta, oh yeah. So I didn't use a high enough temperature and I've overcrowded the pan. I could have done this with just 2 chicken thighs instead of 5 or 6. I could have cut the vegetable ratio in half because it's really crowded in there. Maybe left off the tomatoes. I just threw them on because I thought, oh, color.
So it's all just steaming rather than roasting.
It's all steamed and like I say, it's all fully cooked. When I used my probe on the chicken, it was reading like 180, 190. So thighs is perfectly cooked, but potatoes are still hard. The tomatoes could have roasted and burst and now they're just kind of bleh. But don't worry, we will still eat this. We do not waste food here. I know someone in the comments is going to go, oh my God, you wasted all that food. No, we don't. We really don't. Even when we pretend to throwing things out, we don't waste food here. So that's something that can go wrong. What else went wrong with that? I wasn't very good at how I cut the potatoes. So some of them cooked, some of them didn't. Some were bigger chunks, some were little chunks. So those are all things to take into account, to think about. Shoutouts, oh, I didn't know that. I've never been to Stockland. We've been to Saddle Hill once. Mm-hmm. All right, well, we'll have to hit some of them up and look for their whipped feta. Now, when I was researching sheet pan dinners and sheet pan cooking, it was fascinating, all the creative things that people came up with. But one thing that I have to caution you all, be careful of the recipes, like really read through them before you decide to go out and make them. And here's why. Some of the recipes have way more steps. This is supposed to be easy cooking. And some of them have you pre-cooking half the items first, the day before, and then doing all kinds of 17 other steps, and then assembling it, and putting part of it in the oven first, taking it out, flipping it, put the rest in, and you're back and forth. And to me, that's not sheet pan cooking. That's not easy cooking. I'd rather just cook normally. So just think about that. You don't want a recipe that's going to be too complicated. That's why I didn't want you to get ahead of me, dear.
Okay. Oh, and hold on. Yes, thank you for the comments. We have a new bumper. Since Kevin was doing all the work on our graphics, I can't draw graphics, but I can sure do videos. So we have a lot of new, we have a new opener for the channel. We've got a new closer. It's kind of been fun.
Isn't it about time for a commercial break?
Well, sounds like you need to make another cocktail, so why not? Let's see what's happening with our friends.
You're watching Let's Celebrate TV. Come celebrate with us.
And we're back. So Philip, you'll hear him in the background. He's actually making us another cocktail. We didn't need another cocktail, certainly. But especially since we already have martinis scheduled for the front porch today when this is all over. But okay. Are you using the good ice? No, you're using regular ice.
Well, tell them about that while I make the drink.
All right. So we, is it a sponsorship? Corporate? Anyway, we were asked by Uhomi to review one of their ice makers. So there's been no money changing hands or anything, but they sent us this countertop ice maker that we have been testing and we're going to be reviewing. We started filming some B-roll last night. We're going to film the rest tomorrow night. And that will be out this week, our review of this ice maker. So it's really kind of exciting. And it's a neat little machine.
Nugget ice.
It makes,
Sonic ice.
you know, like when you go to the drive-in or, you know, Wawa or Sonic, wherever you have where you live, and they have the good ice, you know, the little nugget ice that you can chew. That's what this makes. And it's easy to use, and so we'll see. Thank you, dear. What'd you make me? Oh, highball. Thank you. I saw gin and tonic left from earlier. I forgot about that. Good grief. The alcoholics that live here.
It's a boozy Sunday.
Really? A vodka-based martini. Now this, and... Thank you. Cheers. What's difference between your regular ice and your good ice?
Yeah, it's kind of been fun. They reached out to us about 2 months ago, and I said that we won't accept a sponsorship for a product that we're not comfortable with.
Right.
And she said, no, we're not talking about sponsorship. I'm just going to send it to you, and you can do what you want with it. You can throw it away. You can tell us it's good or bad. You can write a review. We're okay with that. And I've had some conversations with them since then because I had some questions about this unit, and they said, well, we can send you other types of stuff that you can test out. So we'll kind of see how it goes.
Make a little adjustment here, dear. Keep talking.
Tater tot ice or pellet ice. Yeah, it's great and it's quick. It makes 2 pounds in about 20 minutes.
Yeah. So, you know, there's good and bad. We're going to be honest. So
we might not be as brutal as Doug and Arnie, but we're going to be close.
I do not like that actress. She's in every Hallmark movie. Okay, let's do a little more cooking, shall we? Yes?
No.
Oh,
just
okay.
cough.
That sounded like clearing your throat. I'm going to interrupt you and say something.
Nope.
Okay. How much do you all want to bet? So, we're going to be making a riff on Caprese salad. And I'm calling this sheet pan Caprese chicken. The only thing that's not making Caprese now, Caprese is mozzarella, tomato, and basil. I could not get fresh basil today to save my life. They had at the market a few sickly little plants that were all like, ugh. And I thought, I'm not wasting money on that. And I don't care for dry basil. Oh, In-N-Out locations have pellet ice. We've heard so much about In-N-Out, but we don't have them here, do we?
No, we don't.
In-N-Out burgers, yeah. So we're going to start with a little olive oil. Not extra virgin this time, just regular. I'm going to drizzle some on here. Now, the recipe that inspired this says, use your fingertips and massage it into the tray. Like, really? Really? I'm going to massage it into my aluminum sheet. Okay. Okay, sure, Jan. I'll get right on that. I'm going to use my little brush just to get it even. Just like that. I mean, that's not hard at all. Then I'm going to take some Italian seasoning. This is the kind I like. Simply organic. Oops. There we go. I tend not to buy too many of these blends, but Phil made, what was it you made the other?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. And you said, oh, I wish we had some sort of Italian seasoning blend. So we bought some, and despite myself, I really like it. So I think this is, what's in here? Oregano, thyme, basil, rosemary, marjoram, sage, spearmint. So, okay, note to self, if Tim is here, I can't use this. Anyway, because he's allergic to mint. Sprinkle this on the bottom of the pan. Maybe a little more. That's going to take too long. But it smells good. And then we're going to add some cherry tomatoes. I have these. I love these multicolored because each one has a little different flavor. Now, yeah.
We chew on these things.
We eat these like snacks.
We eat them like snacks. One of those packets only lasts about 2 days.
That's why I hid the last one, dear. The one I used earlier. That's a goodly amount. And per the recipe, it says shake them to get them all rolled up in the spices. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So, they're all in. Blah, 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 oil. Okay. I have a couple of boneless, skinless chicken breasts.
Today's chicken day.
There's 2 chickies and a shrimp. Hopefully we can get them all cooked, and they will all cook in time. So here are mine. This one was giant, or this one, so I had to trim it down a bit, because I wanted them around the same size. These also had chicken on them. I will use these. But first, I'm going to give them a little salt, pepper on this side. And a little pepper.
Yep.
I'm crunching up my...
Well, we're actually going to talk about that in our review because if you make the mistake of shaking a cocktail with shaved ice, it won't turn out well. But pouring it over shaved ice is a different story.
Yeah, like we tend to have a Negroni late at night as a nightcap, and we've been making them on the crushed ice or these little pellet ice. We shake it regularly with cubed ice and then pour it over this pellet ice, and it's so good. It's icy, icy cold, which makes a complete difference.
We don't go to meetings. We just have parties.
That's right, Paul. Alcoholics go to meetings. They're quitters. Drunks go to parties. All right, I'm going to nestle this in amongst these tomatoes. Like that. What else do I have to do to this? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Here's tomatoes, ranch chicken, cinnamon. Okay. And a tiny bit more oil on the chickie, which makes sense. Okay. Into our oven. We're going to let this go 20 to 25 minutes to start to get the chicken cooking and the tomatoes to start bursting. Now, again, this one, 400 degrees, 200 Celsius, so in it goes. We really need to figure out the real oven.
We got to get Joe. Well, we got to afford to buy it first. So
Even if it means walking across there, because this is kind of ridiculous.
So,
all right.
If you are in the area of South Jersey on the Thursday, the day before Good Friday, a local
Maundy
winery.
Thursday is what that's called.
Yeah, the local winery that we are a member of is doing a custom blending evening where teams of members will be able to be given instruction on how to blend, and we're going to blend our own wine.
Yeah.
If you would like to join us, I can send you the information. It's a blast. We have a big enough house, so if you want to make an evening out of it and stay over, keep in mind that Friday is Good Friday for those of you church-going people, not us.
We have 2 spare bedrooms, and
We got
lots of
spare
couches.
bedrooms, so if you're in the South Jersey area, it's I'll send you the information. You can get to me at info@letscelebrate.tv.
How much does this wine event cost, dear?
$50
Per person.
per person.
Okay.
So yeah, you can contact me there, and I'll give you the information if you want to join us. We already have a couple people joining. Cindy, Robin is coming, so.
Yay! Okay. You got anything in chat? How's chat doing, or is it being spooty?
Hold on. Okay. Kevin's got his normal line here.
I am sober phobic. Kevin, I feel like, I don't know. Maybe I failed you. He has explained to the server, not crushed but shaved. He's like the Meg. Okay, Mark, duly noted. So when you guys come to dinner, I will remember
We'll
that.
shave ice for you.
We will shave ice for him. Yes, absolutely. Do you know how to shave ice, dear? Because I don't know how to shave ice. Okay.
You mean it's another tool I get to buy?
Well, yeah, just spend my money. So that's Caprese chicken going and cooking and smelling good. So what do you all do? Do any of you do sheet pan dinners? Some of the things that I saw, like I said, there was pizza. There are sheet pan omelets where you can make a great big, I've actually done this. You pour it out in a sheet pan, it's this thin omelet, and then you stuff it and you roll it up. And it's amazing.
Well, the way I did that meatloaf the other day, we could call
Yes.
that sheet pan meatloaf.
Well, and actually I saw recipes online for just that, where you push it all the way down. We use this size pan, and he pushed it flat, so it was flat. So it was a very thin meatloaf. Kind of like a smash burger, but in meatloaf form. It was really good.
Snoopy snow cone. Make
Oh,
shaved ice.
you are right, Cindy, you're right. Do they still make them? Because you could buy that if you wanted to.
Well, we have lots of rasps.
Oh, rasp. Well, yeah, we could. Yeah.
We'll grate a few fingers in the process.
Yeah. Or would melt before we... No, Cindy's right. And we probably have something, there's probably maybe with the meat grinder or something on the KitchenAid that would... There's probably an ice chopper we can get for that too. All right, we'll figure it out. Another gadget. So let's talk about, you want to make some sheet pan meals. How about a few tips and tricks? Some of this was fascinating to me. I found this on the Food Network site when I was looking through. You know, a lot of times I just Google stuff and all these other websites come up and YouTube videos, and as I was scrolling through today, I went, oh, Food Network. I thought, why do I not look there first? Why am I, yeah. Better yet, just go to Hawaii for shaved ice. I'm in, Ben. Unfortunately, Phil did not care for Hawaii when he was there. And I say that's because I wasn't there with him. Maybe if he would take me there, he might enjoy it more, but just saying.
Yeah.
We could go there, stop in California, visit the Pepper Tree friends, hop over to Hawaii. It's only, you know, hi Max. You know, the modern jet age. Anyway, some tips and tricks. Now, here's how you can do a lot of time saving with these sheet pan dinners. A lot of them you can set up ahead of time, the night before, the day before. A lot of us, not me personally, but I know a lot of you out there, will do a Sunday meal prep day for the whole week, and you prep all this stuff and you cook it and freeze it and then microwave it, or just set things up. You can do the same exact thing, depending on what the ingredients are. But so like the either one of these chicken ones, you could do this the night before. Pop it in the fridge, and then when you're ready, the next day you come home from work, you pop it in the oven, or whoever's home first. They can pop it in the oven, and then dinner's ready. No fuss, no muss, and still one pan to clean up.
Yeah, we've been really into Negronis lately.
Yeah, we have, and you know, Campari isn't cheap, so. And last night we were filming some B-roll for this ice maker.
All right.
And
I'll confess.
It's both of our faults. We have a process when we film our episodes. There's a whole process we follow, and we learned this the hard way because he did this before. One of the things when we are actually recording instead of live broadcasting is each camera has a little red light on it to show that it's in recording mode. So every episode I'll say, you know, if we're using 3 cameras, you know, 1 red dot confirmed, 3 red dots confirmed. So that way when he goes to edit and he hears me say, you know, however many red dots confirmed, he knows it's definitely recording.
And then we put a color correction card.
And we do a color card, yeah. We did not do any of that last night. He's like, I've got it, here you go, here, which makes me wonder about your B-roll too, that you did before that.
No, the B-roll I did it good.
So I'm making these different cocktails, and one of the things that we made was a Negroni, and we used almost all of our gin and almost all the Campari, and and that was like the last one, and I'm making it, and it's looking great. And he goes, "Oh, blankety blank me." I can't say that word here. It's, you know, truck me. And I was like, "What?" He never pushed record. And then I realized, oh, well, me, because we never did our whole red dot thing. We didn't use our color correction card. If you don't want to know what that is, this is a color correction card, and it lets the camera see all this nonsense. So if I'm looking particularly pink one day, he can use this and correct my tone on a recorded thing. But it's a very important tool that we use, and we didn't think to do that. We're just, oh, it's B-roll, who cares? Process matters, kids. Process matters. Okay, what's another tip and trick? One thing to consider, even though I'm not doing it today for these recipes, line your tray with parchment paper. Why? So you can get parchment like this in these little pop-up sleeves. You've probably seen me use it, and for this size tray, it's almost perfect. It fits in really nicely. You don't have to trim it or anything. It stays flat. This helps with cleanup afterwards, and the parchment does not impede on the heat transfer from the hot pan into the food. It just makes cleanup easier. And one of the things, like you may be tempted to do things on a rack, no, you want the contact of the food on the pan. But depending on what you're cooking, you might have trouble cleaning up. So for sheet pan dinners, parchment could be your friend, especially for delicate things like fish. Like if you were doing, say, cod or haddock or something, you would want to put some parchment down. Even if you're oiling the pan, put the parchment down.
How's our time doing? Because I think your one recipe was 35 minutes.
I have no idea.
That's
dear.
where we are.
I haven't been paying attention. I've been having a good time. So let's check our chicky. What is that? That does not belong in that drawer. All right, let's pull it out. Maybe we will. Oh, this has got a ways to go. This is. I was worried about that going in. Very nice. It's getting there.
All right, so
Right?
bump it up to 425.
Yeah, I'm gonna, because it's cooking inside, but nothing's browning. And these aren't bursting. So we're gonna pop this up. It's 425. Absolutely. Temp. Boop. No temp. There we go.
Maybe swap shelves.
Yes, dear. I might have done this once or twice before. Actually, I'm not, because the other chicky is 400. I want this closer to that heating element at the bottom. But I will rotate it.
Yeah, we do damage in the restaurant supply, so we kind of stay away from them until camping season, because we'll buy a lot of it for camping season, but we do damage, so we just not.
And you know, now that I can find it regularly, I go through a lot of parchment. It's one of my favorite kitchen tools. All right, let's go on, because I can't do the shrimp until one of these is done.
Okay, so let's take a commercial break here.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That works.
And let's see here.
And
You're watching Let's Celebrate TV. Come celebrate with us. If you'd like to support Let's Celebrate TV and you use Amazon regularly, try this. Before you shop on Amazon, go to amazon.letscelebrate.tv. It's our Amazon store, filled with products we actually use every day. In some cases, you may even find better prices or special discounts, because many Amazon sales are only available through affiliates. And here's the best part. Even if you don't buy anything from our shop, any Amazon purchase you make within 24 hours helps support the channel. So buy that tool, find a new gadget, or reorder your favorite products, and we might receive a small commission that goes directly to supporting the channel. Same Amazon, same price, and sometimes even better. One simple click helps keep the celebration going. You're watching Let's Celebrate TV. Come celebrate with us. Get ready to sprinkle some extra fun into your viewing experience because we're thrilled to announce the launch of Let's Celebrate TV YouTube channel memberships. This is an amazing way for you to show your support for the channel and help us continue creating all the delicious content you love. First up, we have the Spice Rack for just $3.99 a month. This level adds a dash of excitement with exclusive loyalty badges and emojis, priority reply to your comments, early access to new videos before anyone else sees them, behind-the-scenes photos and status updates, and members-only polls where your voice helps shape our content. Next, let's stock up with the pantry staples at $6.99 a month. This tier includes all the perks from the Spice Rack, plus exclusive members-only shorts, special member shoutouts in our live streams, a direct personal email to the hosts for a more intimate connection, discounted merchandise so you can show off your Let's Celebrate TV pride for less. And for those who want to truly get in the kitchen with us, we present the Sous Chef for $14.99 a month. This premium level includes every perk from the previous tiers and adds special members-only videos, quarterly Zoom meet and greet socials. Imagine hanging out with us face-to-face, a personalized birthday video to make your special day even brighter, and the exciting opportunity for recipe and video ideas collaboration help us decide what to whip up next. Joining is easy. Just click the Join button right below this video to explore all the details and become a member today. So, what are you waiting for? Come join our inner circle and let's celebrate together even more.
All right, I'm curious, what do you all think of not only the new show opener, but the new little bumper for the commercials? Do you like it? We are inspired by Pepper Tree Villa for that, for the bumper for the commercials. But let us know if you like it.
And tell us in chat, what kind of tray bakes do you make or do you like to make? Here we go. Andrea's like, she can do damage.
Oh. In the restaurant store? Yeah. Yeah. You can.
Actually, we've been avoiding the restaurant going directly there just because our Sam's Club has an amazing commercial kitchen department.
Yeah, but
so
it's
90% of what we need we can get from there.
It's faltering, though. It's really getting smaller and smaller. Like, we may need to take a ride over there. And, you know, for the Purple Party this summer, we may need to think about the
restaurant supply in Philly
that has the food.
Food, yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, more tips and tricks. When you're doing sheet pan cooking, you want to choose your pairings wisely. Meaning, it helps. It's best to pair ingredients that have the same general cooking time. Cutting slower cooking vegetables thinly and quicker cooking vegetables thicker will help you play with the timing. Or you want to consider starting slower cooking vegetables a little ahead of time, or other items like pork chops, maybe 10 minutes before you add the other items. So that's right on the edge of, we love always doing anything, plus look at this show. Thanks, guys. You know, you want to consider all that. So you may want to say, oh, I'm going to, oh, thank you, good. You may say, like, okay, I want to do these chicken thighs on the bone, but, you know, I don't want to do them with, like, string beans or peas that are going to burn up and roast right away. I need to do them with something heartier because they're going to take longer to cook. We need to prep things properly, meaning season things before it goes in the oven. Adjust taste before you eat, though. Toss vegetables with a light coating of oil directly in the pan, as I did today, before you add the protein. Place greens and frozen vegetables in a foil packet. Now, I saw a lot of recipes that they made these little foil boats. That's a little fussy for me, but I could see the idea of putting in a foil packet, like if you were in Scouts, Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts, you probably made aluminum foil dinners. So it's that same idea. And that keeps, you know, it keeps the vegetables steaming. Now, we're not ready, but I'm going to prep to cook our next dish, which is a riff, I guess would be a better word, of shrimp scampi. Because I didn't want to do just all chicken today. All right, now, again, so many of these things, I don't get to test these recipes before we broadcast live, which is kind of, it's fun and it's terrifying. But this looks good. I don't know if this is how I would make shrimp scampi, but this is the recipe from the Mediterranean dish. So if it's horrible, it's their fault. I have a sheet pan. Well, let me check first. First I need to make a little marinade. So I need a little bowl. Or I only have a big bowl, clean. So we use a bigger bowl. It's all good. Let's just put that over there. And close this.
Good thing we have a dishwasher. We don't have an oven in our studio, but we have a dishwasher.
Best thing we ever did in this house, dear.
Well, we have 2 dishwashers in this house.
I need some lemon zest. And I'm not going to get lemon zest because my zester is in the dishwasher. Leave it. Don't worry about it. Because here's the funny thing with these recipes. It's like, cut 2 lemons into wedges, set aside, zest and juice, remaining lemon, blah, 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 blah. But nowhere in the ingredients does it say lemon zest. So
You can't zest a lemon if you've already cut it.
I know. Well, it calls for 3 lemons. Because 2 of them they want you to cut into wedges for serving. Like, come on. Really? But nowhere on here does it call for as an ingredient lemon zest.
Should I run up get the other zester?
No, because, no. It's all good. But we are going to juice this 1 lemon. Because that way I get to use my juicer. Yes.
Actually, I'm the 3rd dishwasher. I wash all the dishes by hand down here in the studio that don't make it into the studio's dishwasher. And then the upstairs kitchen dishwasher is the domain of Peter.
So, yes. And I do the same thing upstairs. Load and unload the dishwasher and hand wash everything up there. So, in that respect, zap for zap, we are equal. Well, mostly because... Though it's funny, we're down here every night, and sometimes I cook dinner down here. So yeah, that dishwasher does get a workout. All right, some lemon juice, blah, 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 some olive oil. Olive oil, how much?
All right, this needs explanation.
What needs? Wow, oh.
Here, look up.
Cup. My back can't take washing dishes by hand. Oh, the standing there and maybe bent over a little bit and washing and... I mean, I get that. Excuse me. I need a sip of water. That's better. Olive oil. That's a goodly amount.
Did you forget something?
Oh, no. No, I did not. I'm looking at the wrong...
You're looking at the wrong tray?
Yes. It's over here. Jeez. I'm like, I know I did all this. Let me move this out of the way. See that? 1 grapefruit martini and I just fall to pieces. All right, back to me, dear. Here we go. So we need lemon and olive oil. I have some garlic. I saw the garlic. I'm like, I know I minced up like 47 freaking cloves of garlic today. Where is it all? There we go. Boop. Right in. What did I do with my whisk? Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is.
So, Ben, we cheat here. Down in the studio, Peter's work table that you see him at is actually a garage tool chest. And it has arms that go up and down so we can make it match the counter behind him.
Yep. Some paprika, sweet paprika, not smoked. ground coriander. Unusual. You've probably had ground coriander sometime in your life, and it adds a flavor in the background that if you taste it, it would be familiar, but you wouldn't know what it is. Here's a fun fact. Coriander is the seed of the cilantro plant. So you may say, I don't like cilantro, it tastes like soap, but you like coriander. Right in.
Ooh, Andrea, can you explain what this is? That sounds interesting.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of cumin, probably like half teaspoon. And some oregano. Stir it up, stir it up, stir it up.
We're not cheap, but I just can't bring myself to spend that amount of money that Stanley wants for
And we
for
can get
income.
them in Dick's Sporting Goods here, and they're, well, my Halloween guy here is a Stanley that our friend brought us, and I love it. But yeah. So I have here a pound of shrimp, 16 to 20 per pound, and I have 20 of them here. So you're going to eat good tonight, dear. We're going to put this in and let it marinate for a little bit. A little tossy toss. There we go. I'm going to leave these tongs here to marinate, because these are the raw tongs for cooked food. Now hopefully some of this chicken will get done before it's 1,000,000 o'clock and we can continue with this. I did bump the heat up on this. Alright, let's take the caprese out because I think that's probably close to being cooked. Or almost cooked. Oh yes, this is what we want to see. The tomatoes are bursting. Oh yeah, I'm at 155 in the thickest part, 160. So
Right, and that's not going to get brown because there was no skin on it.
Right, correct.
So that's okay.
Now, we're going to add some mozzarella. This is fresh mozzarella. Please tell me this is easy peel. Yes. And it's pre-sliced.
Hey, Gettysburg, ma'am.
Oh, hi, Gettysburg. Yeah. And I'm going to put a couple of slices on each little chickie.
And look at this. The map is growing quite a bit today.
Yeah, it sure is.
Especially up in the Pennsylvania Scranton area.
Yep. Yes, it is. All right.
And actually, I'm in programming mode, so I figured out a way for our next map that it will show, rather than the pin, the icon of your channel.
Okay.
So it should be fun.
Back in the oven for a few minutes, just till the cheese starts to get all melty. You could, I suppose, if you weren't doing two of them like me, you could pop it onto the broiler to help it melt faster, but we'll let it go like that. All right. I love this product. Sliced mozzarella, it's fresh. Belgioso is a great brand.
And it's pre-sliced.
Yes, it's pre-sliced, so they're all evenly done. Let's
Oh,
take
okay,
the
we're
other-
getting an explanation now on the hot.
Hot hat. Okay. There's some straw hat pizza, ham, cheese rolled in pizza dough. Wow. That
Ooh,
sounds amazing.
Andre, have you ever done that as a recipe on your channel? Because if you haven't, you should, and we'll be right there watching it with you.
Yep. All right, I'm going to rotate these a bit. This is done, but I want a little more brownage on there. So what I'm going to do, put this down here a little closer to the heat. We'll put this up top. Let it keep going. And then we're going to get ready for our shrimpers. And hopefully, they only take like 10 minutes to cook. And the chicken caprese is almost done. Yeah, that sounds delicious, that type of mix into the, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to put that back up again so you can see what it is.
Yeah, I saw it. Ham, cheese, rolled into a pizza dough with toasted sesame seeds.
It almost sounds like a panzerotti, if you think about it,
Well,
or a stromboli.
yeah. And the difference is one of them is just folded in half and deep fried. The other one is baked and, yeah. Now, I made a mistake today, dear. I bought this balsamic glaze yesterday when I first started the channel. I'm going to redo it. Oh, yeah, and you know, we redo some of our recipes too. So, yeah, we'll have to look for that. And I thought, oh, well, you know, this is just reduced vinegar. There shouldn't be any sugar in it. Ha ha ha. 11 grams.
Now Ben wants a calzone.
Oh, yeah.
We're not pizza people, so we tend not to eat a lot of that stuff. We don't mind pizza, especially if someone else is doing it, but we rarely order it.
The problem is we don't have it very often. And
Right.
I love it, and then he does too, and then we overindulge and gorge. Now, right now, I'm on a health journey, so I am very, very, very careful with carbs. I may need Balsamic Lovers Anonymous. I put in everything. I've not used this product yet, but I didn't want to take the time to boil down balsamic vinegar when I thought, meh. And Cento is local to us, and I really like their product. So this is a reduced Italian balsamic vinegar into a glaze.
Cento is imported in Italian, but the receiving warehouse for Italy is right down the road from us.
Yep. Come on. All right.
Yeah, Andrea's confirming that that's baked.
This is ready. It's all melty. If this were in a different oven, I might pop it under the broiler, just get a little brownness. But, you know, it's live TV. So now we're just going to drizzle a little bit of this glaze. Look at that.
Got time to plate it up?
I think so. Okay. Would you like me to plate this for you? Because then I got to get the shrimp going.
Well, get the shrimp going, and then when it's in, we'll plate it and see how much time we got left.
Okay.
Because we're getting about an hour and 15 now.
I know we are. But now we're invested, and I think they probably want to see the shrimp. But, you know, there's no sports ball on today, and so why not hang out with us? Let's put this aside to rest our shrimps. Well, thank you, Andrea. Now, blah, 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 blah. All right, so this is loaded with olive oil, so I don't need to oil the pan or put stuff down. I'm going to put this all in. I'm going to spread them out a bit so that they're not overcooked. But
Now, what would be really funny is if we did a simultaneous split screen with Doug and Oni on the left side doing their runs to Trader Joe's while we do our grocery shopping in Sam's and run them simultaneously. That would actually be stupid
or
fun.
Wegmans.
Or Wegmans, yeah.
All right, this says pour this rest of this glaze over it, but I'm not going to. I think there's plenty here. Into the oven for about 10 minutes. All right, now, balsamic glaze is a wonderful finishing flavor. Yeah, it is. And generally when I want a glaze, I just boil down whatever balsamico I have on hand. Though last week we bought some, I bought a new kind for the balsamic blackberry Manhattan.
We didn't like it.
And we didn't like it. It had absolutely no flavor. And it went right down the drain, and now I know why it was on sale.
Yeah, so they should do Costco at the same time that we do Sam's Club, and we display it on each channel as a split video.
Or we could both go to Trader Joe's, because we had Trader Joe's in New Jersey compared to California.
There you go.
Let's plate up this chicken caprese. I'm going to do little plates, dear. Because we talked about that, how sometimes the big plates, the one little thing just gets lost in all this negative space. So.
I'm surprised with you changing dishes as much as you had this week. You haven't changed the studio dishes out.
I was actually getting ready to because these need a break. This is my favorite set, and some pieces like these don't get used very often, so the color is still very vibrant. But the dinner plates, they're fading. We've broken several pieces. I got these at JCPenney many years ago, and they don't make them anymore. I can't find them. I've looked online. I've done, the reverse image Google search thing. Like, does someone have these dishes? But no one does. Anyway, it's a hard knock life that I lead. Okay. Here is one for my little bear. Give you some tomatoes. Now some of these got a little char on them, which is really nice. Like this one that I just dumped on the table. Do you want me to deliver?
I'll come for it. I need to walk.
Okay.
Now that we know how to get around YouTube's chat API limits, I got some more software to write.
Okay. There you go. One for me. Maltese.
Ooh,
Hot as...
that onion was hot as hell.
What? Oh, you got a raw onion. See, that's what happens when you start picking at things. Have we learned nothing from Maud? God will get you for that, Philip. Let's get this little taste.
Well, that's true in every Trader Joe's. I don't know a single Trader Joe's that has
It's
parking
true.
space.
Yeah.
There's one down here in Cherry Hill, and when Kelly and Paul visited us, we went there, and we couldn't find a parking spot, and it was raining.
This is stupid good.
Remind me again the spices that were on here.
Italian seasoning. Yeah, Italian seasoning. Salt and pepper. I'm supposed to have basil. I couldn't get basil. And actually, I had arugula. You're supposed to serve this on a bed of arugula. But I did not do that. Still, it's not overcooked. It's tender and juicy. Those Italian seasoning blends is just soaking right into that chicken.
Yeah, it's good. The tomatoes got a nice char.
Yeah. Yep.
So how's the other one
Oh my
doing?
goodness. Let's check. Let us check.
We won't be eating
Let us
dinner
pray.
tonight.
I know I should put those pork chops back in the fridge. Well, shrimp's almost done. Let's check the other chicken. Oh, it's looking better now. A little more golden. Could be more, but I don't want to push it. This is done. But you see now we have some browning on the feta, which is nice. There's some char on the vegetables. Would you like to try this too?
Hold on.
I've been in Cherry Hill Mall. I made the mistake of not wearing food shoes.
Well, Gettysburg, Mom,
big
if you're in
mall.
the Cherry Hill Mall, you're only a few miles from us. Come visit.
That's a big mall too.
Be in our audience for a live stream.
We haven't been there for a while. I mean, I know.
No,
I'm sure it's still
we
open.
haven't been there for a while. Well, that's not true. We happen to go to Total Wine, which is right behind it.
You're right, but we haven't been in the mall itself. And I think Cherry Hill and Deptford, our mall, are probably the only one, and maybe Morristown are the only ones that are still chugging along.
Morristown's dead.
Here. Oh, is it?
Yeah. They're turning it into apartments.
Oh. So it's just Cherry Hill and Deptford. And Deptford, you can't kill Deptford Mall,
Nope.
thankfully.
There's a 10+ year waiting list to get in.
Yeah. Do you want to try this, or?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Here's this. I'm going to try it because I want to try the flavors. And I'm not going to take it off the tray because it's just us. I'll just try it
Now,
right
this is the Mediterranean with the olives and the
Greek one, yeah.
squash. And
Bear Club. It's okay. Yeah. Trader Joe's Paramus next to Home Sense. This is okay. I can take this and go further with it.
Not enough spice?
Yeah, correct. Correct. But I think, yeah, it needs more something. Okay. Hot as hell.
Yep, we've been in Deptford. When we first got together, we had a townhouse in Deptford.
26 years ago.
A bunch of years ago. Then we moved out to a house in Paulsboro, and now we're back in Deptford because we had a house built for us here.
All right, let's check our shrimpies. Ooh, they are done.
Oops, too soon. There we go.
Look at that.
Now that I will come over for a little bit of. Now that's all that happens with that, or are you doing more?
That's all that happens because I didn't want to get involved in, excuse me, doing rice and noodles and bread and all this other stuff.
Well, that's easy. Then all I have to do is walk over with a fork.
But it's going to be hot as hell and you're going to burn your mouth and I will laugh at you.
Well, in that case, I'll take two.
They're all going to laugh at you. They're all going to laugh at you. Okay. Now these are good because they're not overcooked. How can I tell? Because they're cooked to a C. A C, not a G. When shrimp get really tightly curled up, like this one's right on the verge, it's
That's
a little
great
overcooked.
flavor.
Yeah? So here's our appetizer out on the porch.
Wow, that's good flavor.
Is it? Is it hot as hell? Am I going to burn my mouth?
No,
All right, because, yeah, you say that. Yeah,
super flavorful.
me likey. Yep.
Could have been cooked a fraction less. It's right on the
Well,
border.
It was all supposed to cook at 400, not 450. But
the flavor is amazing.
and not all of them, you know, there's only the one that's really curled up tight. Okay, so that's all of our sheet pan dishes today. It's almost 1,000,000 o'clock. So what's coming up next on Let's Celebrate TV, dear?
This is going to be fun.
I know it's junk food, but I love it. So next week we're going to be talking about all of our favorite junk foods and maybe doing some cooking, not turning them into a gourmet dish, but maybe zhuzhing something up a little more.
And it will be a no judgment zone. We're not going to hear I don't eat that because of no calories, or I don't have that, it's not healthy for you. We're not talking about that.
And I wanna
We
hear,
are talking
"That's
about
gross,
the
blah, blah, blah."
favorite
Yeah.
junk food that you want when you want to have it. You know, if you want to have a bag of chips and call it dinner for the night, we're fine with that. We've done so many episodes lately about teaching and how we thought it's time to get back to some roots and
some
have some
silliness
fun.
and shenanigans.
And we're actually going to take two of our favorite junk foods and combine them.
We'll see.
But we're not going to have an episode about making them more refined.
We want to know, in the meantime, what is your favorite junk food? What is that thing you go for? What you're stressed, you need comfort, or you're bored, or whatever it is, what is that thing that you look for? Oh, that's great, Andrea. Yeah, this recipe is a keeper. We're going to have to play with this. Western bacon cheeseburger with onion rings. You know what, Pepper Tree? I am right there with you because that's I want a big patty melt. I want a big, juicy, greasy patty melt with onions and cheese and yeah.
So again, just because it's not healthy for you doesn't mean it's bad.
And it doesn't mean it's not good for you.
And it doesn't have to, just because it's fast food doesn't make it junk food. So we're going to have just a no guilt day of everyone getting to tell us what their favorite
and the truth
thing
is,
that they shouldn't have.
even though it's not healthy for you, doesn't mean that's not good for you.
Oh, Kevin, you don't know how close you came to that one.
Sometimes you need something to heal your soul, and sometimes nothing but like a Twinkie will do that, or a bag of chips.
So we were shopping yesterday, going down the aisles, and I picked up something for next week and then I noticed that they had the Velveeta mac and cheese in the microwave containers. And I was like, I really should get some of these for it. Truth be told, when I had my dental surgery 3 years ago and I had no teeth, I lived on that for about a month.
Yeah. Yeah. Also coming up, we'll be reviewing our ice maker, and we're going to be doing some sheet pan recipe episodes. So, shall we let them all get back to their Sunday? Now it's almost 5 o'clock, and I hear the front porch and a Martini calling. And dear, go. It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn, huh?
Go.
And thanks to our channel members, Ben, Hank, Kevin, and M. Our Pantry Staple members, Mark, Melissa, and our Spice Rack members, Donna, Janice, and Velveteen. And please check your email members for our Zoom session coming up at the end of the month. B&H, Road, and ARH, and everyone here in chat today. And we will see you next week.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Have a great week. We will see you next time.